first off, we want to give some disclaimers about the TENS unit before getting started. If you are pregnant, make sure to talk to your doctor before using the unit. We recommend you using the TENS unit in about 15 to 30 minute intervals, but it is safe to use it for longer. Make sure not to use the unit when you are around water. Also, we don't recommend that you use the TENS unit to sleep. Now that we've talked about disclaimers, we can start talking about the TENS unit itself. When you first open it up, it's going to come with a manual. It explains a little bit about how to use it and what it actually does. It also comes with a set of pads. So there's 4 pads, which is exactly how many you need for this unit. The pads are reusable, so make sure not to throw them away after one use. You can keep using them until they're no longer sticking to the skin. After they lose their adhesive, rubbing them down with alcohol wipes will make them return to being sticky. So the first thing you're going to want to do when you get your TENS unit is take the cap off. You're going to see a few different things when you do this, but what you want to do is put the battery in it. It does come with a battery. And then as you can see here, there are a couple settings. We do set them before giving them to the patient, so this isn't something you really have to worry about, but if you have any questions, you can let us know. You'll also notice a spot that says a timer, and you can leave it for 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or C, that stands for continuous. If you do this, it won't turn off until you do so yourself. The next thing you're going to see is the mode, which is something else that we set before giving them to the patients, but if you have any questions, you can let us know. On the top, you're going to see the dials, which is where you increase the intensity of the TENS unit, and we'll get a little bit more in depth into that later. Now we can get started with actually getting the unit set up to be ready for use. First thing you're going to want to do is attach the wires to the outlets that are found in the unit itself. Now on the other side of the wires, we're going to attach 2 pads on each wire. Now that everything is put together, we're going to start placing the pads on the area of concern. For the purpose of this video, we will be doing it on a forearm. So as you can see, we are crisscrossing the wires. And what I mean by this is the colors are crisscrossed. So there's a red wire next to a black wire, and then a black wire next to a red wire. And this is important. We will go more in depth into this in just a minute. Now we can go ahead and start turning up the dials. When you first turn it on, you're going to see a green light, and you're also going to hear a clicking noise. After you've heard that, you can go ahead and start increasing the dials to the intensity that you want, to a point where you're uncomfortable but not in a painful state. Then you can go ahead and just close the tab, and you're ready to go. There is a back belt clip, so you can go ahead and attach it onto you so you can use it when you're working or moving around. If you selected the timer option, it will turn off by itself either after the 15 or the 30 minutes have passed by. However, if you selected continuous, you will have to turn it off manually, which we will show you how to do. To turn it off manually, simply dial it back all the way to where it says off, and it'll turn completely off. You'll notice that the intensity is coming down until it's completely gone. And then you can go ahead and just take the pads off and put them back onto the plastic film. Putting the pads on this plastic film will help preserve their adhesive, so make sure to do that after you are done using them. After you've taken all the pads off, you can go ahead and start disconnecting them from the wires itself, just to make sure that everything stays in its place. Now that everything has been disconnected, your TENS unit is ready to be put away. Until next time. Now we're going to be showing a couple images on where to place the pads depending on where your area of concern is, but like I said earlier, we want to make sure that we've crisscrossed the pads so that the wire colors are different. This gives us the most effective use of the TENS unit. We hope this answers any questions you might have had regarding the TENS unit. If you have any other questions, please make sure to contact us. Otherwise, have a wonderful day.